In a quiet village shrouded in thick fog, a shadowy figure stalks the streets, searching for signs of life. As it approaches a warmly lit cottage, an old woman peers out, sensing danger. The figure, caught in the act, flees into the mist, leaving the woman shaken and filled with dread. Alone in her rocking chair, she grapples with fear and uncertainty, haunted by the mysterious presence that vanished into the darkness.
The fog rolled in like a thick, gray blanket, obscuring the moon and stars and casting an eerie pall over the quiet village. The streets were deserted, the only sound the soft crunch of footsteps on the damp cobblestones. As the fog thickened, a shadowy figure emerged from the mist, its form indistinct and its movements stealthy. It moved with the grace of a predator, its eyes gleaming like embers in the darkness. The figure made its way through the village, its footsteps echoing in the silence. It paused at each house, its eyes scanning the windows, searching for signs of life. Finally, it came to a small cottage, its windows glowing warmly in the fog. The figure crept closer, its hand reaching for the doorknob. Just as it was about to open the door, a light flickered on inside the cottage. The figure froze, its heart pounding in its chest. A moment later, a figure appeared at the window. It was an old woman, her face wrinkled and her hair white. She peered out into the fog, her eyes squinting in the darkness. The shadowy figure held its breath, waiting for the old woman to disappear. But she didn't. She stood there, staring out into the fog, her eyes wide with fear. The figure knew it had been spotted. It turned and fled, its footsteps fading into the mist. The old woman watched as the figure disappeared, her heart pounding in her chest. She closed the window and locked the door, her hands trembling. She sat down in a rocking chair, her mind racing. Who was that figure? What did it want? She tried to shake off her fear, but it was no use. She knew something was wrong. She looked out the window, but the fog had swallowed the figure whole. There was nothing but the thick, gray mist stretching out into the darkness.